want to tell you a story. You want to hear this story? Pay attention. I want to tell you a story that is connected with the making of the 10 Commandments. One day, God invited Moses to come to the mountain of Sinai to be gifted the 10 Commandments. Moses went up there. For long, he stayed there up the mountain, and the whole Israelites were at the foot of the mountain waiting for Abraham. For days, Abraham was not coming down. For days, Moses was not coming down. Eventually, they saw him descending. They loved him on Sinai, and they heaved a sigh of relief. Thank God. As Moses came down, they asked Moses, what kept you so long? How did it go? Did you succeed? Moses said, yeah, I succeeded. So, this is why your face is looking a bit bright and a bit gloomy. What's the problem? Moses said, I have 2 news to share with you, good news and bad news. They said, okay, good news and bad news, no problem. Please tell us good news first. Moses told them, well, when I was with God, God wanted to give us 1,000 commandments. I continued to plead with him, continued to dialogue, argue. Eventually, I was able to prevail on him, and he reduced it to 10 commandments. The people of Israel say, thank God. At least 10 is manageable. Thank God. Now, the bad news. He told them, the bad news is this, that adultery is still a sin. It is still in the commandment. The people of Israel just got angry. Why is God still putting adultery there? Why is God still putting fornication there? He should remove it now. Hi! So nobody can just meet a woman or meet a man and be free. What kind of man is God? Please, Moses, go back to God and tell God to remove adultery so that you no longer be sinful. A man can meet a woman can meet a man, they sleep and nothing happens. Moses went back to God and said, God, look at what your people are requesting. They say you should remove fornication, adultery from the commandment so that the 6th commandment will no longer be sin. And God asked Moses, is that what they want? Moses said, yes. So once I remove it, every problem will be over. Moses said, yes. God took his golden pen and ruled on the 6th commandment and removed it and told Moses, you are free. Let people sleep with whoever they want to sleep. It's no longer sinful. As Moses was coming down the mountain, before Moses could reach the middle of the mountain, the elders of Israel were running up the mountain and telling Moses, go back to God. Go back to God. Tell him to put that commandment back. Moses was like, I thought people said we should remove it. Moses, are you not hearing us? Look at, that man has carried my wife and ran away. That man has carried my daughter and ran away. That man has carried my mother and ran away. Moses, please ask God to put the commandment back. Moses went back to God and told God, they say you should put the 6th commandment back. That there is problem. That people are now snatching people's wife, carrying people's daughter, even people's mother, and running away. Please put it back, God. God put it back again. Moses came down. The elders came again and said, well, since God has put back 6th commandment, now it is sinful. If anybody commits fornication, Mosaic law stipulates that the person should be stoned to death. It's okay. Now we can be at rest. Now, Moses, tell God to remove theft from the commandment so that people can stay without any punishment or consequences. Tell God to remove it. Moses went back to God and said, my people will say, only one commandment is still giving them nightmare. Remove theft, stealing, so that everyone will be free. God asked Moses, is that what they want? Moses said yes. God said, no problem. God took his golden pen again and ruled on theft, on stealing. Before Moses could even descend, just at the tip of the mountain, the elders of Israel were running and telling Moses, if you come down, we're going to kill you. Go back to God. Tell him to put that commandment back. Moses said, what is the problem? One man said, I just tied my horse there, went to urinate, coming back, they have stolen it. Another man said, I left my footwear at the foot of the mountain, just to turn back, they have taken it. Moses, please ask God to put it back. Now, this might sound funny, but the message is this. Many people tend to see law as something that limits our freedom. something that is meant to cage us. But actually, law, rules, and regulation are meant to protect our freedom. If there are no rules and regulation in this school, if somebody in SS can get up and do whatever she likes and gets away with it, trust me, all those in JS1 will pack their bag and run away. Yeah. So rules and regulation are meant to protect our freedom so that we be free